I didn't have the funds to rebuild almost 100 homes and then also shops in all these different places. I didn't have the money. And there's a lot of media coverage. Immediately, people from all over are talking about Yawata, how many people were killed, what happened, all these things. And I said, you know what? Because people are hearing, the government will help. The UN, they're going to help. The other NGOs and organizations doing work in Nigeria, they will help. And so I said, you know what? I'll take a step back. This is too big for me. I want to, but I can't. But people will help. And 5 or 6 months later, I said, you know what? I felt an urge in my heart to look into what happened in Yawata. Have people help? Has the government stepped up? Have the organizations come here to help rebuild? I started talking to people on the ground. Nothing. No home. No initiative to rebuild. No initiative to get people to come back to their land. And I said, how can this be? This can't be right. And so I said, you know what? I will go. I don't know the extent of the damage. I don't know how much money it's going to cost. I don't know what I can do. But I said, I'm going to begin in faith. Even if it's one house that I build, I'm going to build it. It will begin. And so I came. And I find that people are neglected. People do not care. They don't truly want to have significant impact in these places. And I found people that were suffering. Thousands of people in IDPs. From Yawata specifically. And they have no food, no water. They poop in front of each other on the street. And meanwhile, their homes are burned. Their farms destroyed. Their land here looked like nobody had lived here in hundreds of years. And I said, how can this be? This was a few months ago. And why are people not crying out to help the Nigerians? The ones who are suffering and afflicted. They're not being killed because they're criminals. They're not being massacred because they've done things wrong. They're being massacred in innocence. Their blood is being poured out. Their throats are being cut. Their babies are being burned to charcoal. And their homes are completely destroyed. Their villages are gone. Desolate. But nobody is speaking. How many people are rebuilding in Nigeria? How many of the villages that have been burned have been rebuilt? None. For 2 decades. Billions of dollars, organizations, government, UN, all these people. What about the people in Nigeria, the big pastors? The millionaires, the billionaires, the ones in Abuja and Lagos and big cities, where are they? As they accumulate for their pockets, as they build mansions, as they ride around in their Land Cruisers and convoys with 30 people running alongside them with security. Yet they're looking their own people being massacred. How? What Christ do you serve if that's how you act and that's what you do? How can someone else from another country come here and care more about your own people? And you're the one that's supposed to shepherd your flock. You know, we can't hold the government to be fully liable to take care of its people. But we can hold the church because the church has a covenant with God.